When I was a very young boy, I would occasionally spend the night at my grandparents' house, my mother's parents. And I remember my grandmother reciting a poem to me. And for years and years, for decades, I remembered little pieces of the poem, but I didn't know who wrote it, didn't know the name of it. And eventually I did find the poem that my grandmother recited to me, and I memorized it. So now I'm able to recite it to my granddaughter, Callie. The poem is by James Whitcomb Riley, and it's called Little Orphan Annie. Little Orphan Annie's come to our house to stay, to wash the cups and saucers up, and brush the crumbs away, and shoo the chickens off the porch, and mind the hearth, and sweep, and make the fire, and bake the bread, and earn her board and keep. And all us other children, when the supper things is done, we sit around the kitchen fire and have the mostest fun a-listening to the witch tales that Annie tells about. And the goblins will get you if you don't watch out. Once there was a little boy who wouldn't say his prayers, and when he went to bed that night away upstairs, his mama heard him holler, and his daddy heard him bawl. And when they turned the covers down, he wasn't there at all. They seeked him in the parlor, in the cubbyhole and press. They seeked him up the chimbley flue and everywheres, I guess. But all they ever found was just his pants and roundabout. And the goblins will get you if you don't watch out. And once there was a little girl who'd always laugh and grin and make fun of everyone and all her blood and kin. And once when there was company and old folks was there, she mocked 'em and shocked 'em and said she didn't care. And just as she kicked up her heels and turned to run and hide, there was two great big ugly things a-standing by her side, and they snatched her through the ceiling 'fore she knowed what she's about. And the goblins will get you if you don't watch out. And little Orphan Annie says, when the blaze is blue, and the lamp wick sputters, and the wind goes woo, and you hear the crickets quit, and the moon is gray, and lightning bugs in dew is all squinched away, you'd better mind your parents and your teachers fond and dear, and cherish them as loves you, and dry the orphan's tear, and help the poor and needy ones that clusters all about, or the goblins will get you if you don't watch out.